The love I've been calling in, following the breadcrumbs the universe has been scattering at my feet. Before we begin, a quick reminder that I'm offering a free December Transition Doula session to anyone who books a package starting in January. If you're navigating a threshold, love, identity, career, or a spiritual awakening, I would be honored to walk with you. A single session can open a portal. A series can change a life. There's a goddess who's been quietly circling me for months now, Hathor, the Egyptian embodiment of feminine power, sacred union, devotion, and joy. She is the portal between longing and embodiment. She is the union of heaven and earth. She is the soft, knowing smile of a woman who remembers she is worthy of being met. I didn't realize it until recently, but she has been guiding me this entire chapter. My healing, my softness, my surrender, my longing, my magnetism. And as I look back the last half year of essays, hospital rooms, jungle visions, and podcast conversations, I see how clearly I've been preparing my body and my life for something I couldn't name yet. The hospital bed, the first crack of truth. Back in July, when my body forced me into stillness, something ancient moved in me. I found myself wondering not just how to heal, but who I wanted beside me if life ever asked me to surrender again. In that room, I heard the unmistakable whisper, "You deserve a partnership that feels like nourishment, not labor. Tenderness, not confusion. Presence, not panic." Hathor is often depicted holding a sistrum, a sacred rattle said to recalibrate the nervous system and call the heart back into rhythm. Lying in that bed, I felt her energy in my bones, a recalibration of my worthiness. And, beneath it all, the quiet truth. I was done pretending that the masculine was optional. I wanted to be met. The jungle, worthiness rising through my bones. Costa Rica carved something even deeper. In the fever-drenched tent, I saw just how much of my suffering came from believing I had to earn tenderness, from thinking collapse made me unlovable, from accepting love that couldn't hold me when I needed it most. My then partner tried to help, earnest, devoted, doing the best he could. But the way he tried to fix me made me shrink. And in the medicine, the truth surfaced I had been avoiding. I was no longer a match for the version of love that required me to shrink, manage, or translate myself to be understood. The jungle said, "You are worthy of more, worthy of softness, worthy of a masculine who rises." Hathor said, "Receive." The feminine returning, the shift with Valarie Roberts. Months later, during my session with Valarie Roberts, something unlocked. I saw how deeply I had been welded into my masculine, hustling, building, pushing, over-functioning. Valarie guided me back to the feminine. Not the performative feminine, but the Hathoric feminine. The one who softens because she trusts her own divinity. The one who walks with ease because she knows she is held. The one who receives because receiving is her natural state. That session didn't just clear energy, it rerouted my future. Conversations with women who know. The universe kept sending me mirrors. Darcy told me about her husband, the way he put his ego down, learned to navigate her menopause journey, fought differently, loved differently. She said, "Not all men can do that. It takes emotional depth. It takes emotional intelligence." Hathor hummed through those words, reminding me that sacred union is not fantasy, it's maturity. It's devotion. It's a man who chooses to meet you in the full complexity of your becoming. Then Claire, with her grounded brilliance, spoke of the masculine and feminine as biology, coherence, nervous system design. She said women often require less medicine to do the same spiritual work. That landed in my body like a key sliding into a lock. And then Robyn Mason offered the line that has been tattooed on my soul ever since. True Mother Gaia is the motion that moves, the bride and groom come together for creation. She said this right after I had tasted, for the first time in a long time, what a fulfilling partnership might feel like again. And the camera caught it too, the longing in my eyes, the recognition of something approaching. Hathor, goddess of union, smiled from the wings. Old patterns, new frequency. By the time I wrote The Alchemy of Union, I realized I wasn't just writing essays, I was invoking a future. I wrote about devotion, about tenderness, about the type of divine masculine energy that doesn't collapse when you collapse, the kind that holds a steady container for your expansion, the kind that reveres the feminine instead of fearing it. And I wrote, divine union begins long before another person arrives. It begins in how we hold ourselves. That is pure Hathor. The remembering that love is not earned, it is magnetized. And now the tease. I've been saying for months that I could feel the masculine approaching, a presence I couldn't yet name, a door opening somewhere just beyond my timeline. Looking back, it feels almost mythic, as if Hathor herself had been choreographing the unfolding. Every guest, every insight, every release, every shift, all leading me closer to a frequency I now understand in my body. So, without revealing too much, I'll simply say, I understand why I felt him before I saw him. The energy I've been calling in is no longer theoretical. More soon. If you're navigating a threshold, remember, every transformation is a co-creation with the divine. If you're in a season of transition in love, identity, intuition, or purpose, I'd be honored to support you as your transition doula. Book the passage or the integration to begin in January and receive a free session in December to open the portal.